again, happy to have this moment with you to have a quick check on how we're doing with our practice this month, which is Reinvent Yourself. And it's a great time to reinvent ourselves right now. We have time, right? We're not too distracted with what's going on out there, the cinemas and restaurants and everything. So we can always turn things that we can perceive as negative, we can turn it into positive. So this is what I'm going to invite you tonight. And so we're going to check in how you're doing. The 3 things that were shared last week to get started on this practice are very important. And I'm just going to repeat them for those of you who are joining for the first time. So the first one is to use an archive box. And what I mean by that is like what is no longer serving you, you can put it in a box and it's done, right? Who you've been, what you've done, like allow yourself to start fresh from today. So use the archive box. Then you stop lying to yourself. If you're not willing to admit, I'm not really happy right now, I am struggling, I am scared, I am this, I am that, whatever. But if you don't want to see it, then you cannot fix it. So I cannot help you there, all right? It's your part. You gotta be honest with yourself and allow yourself to say, where are you lying? Are you lying that your business is going really well? Are you lying that your relationship is doing really well? Are you lying that your health is doing really well? Well, okay? So the stress and the fear that is going on out there creates a lot of turmoil, and it has an effect, we want it or not, on our relationships, on our business. A lot of people are being unemployed right now. So there's lots of things going on. It affects our health because it creates stress, and stress is number 1 creator of disease, right? If you're stressed, you don't sleep well, chances are you are in danger. You want to acknowledge it or not. I'm not making it up. It's the truth. And the third thing is engage your body. Don't stay just in your mind, because the more you're here panicking, thinking, planning, strategizing and analyzing, you are missing the point. It is our invitation right now to come back into our heart so that we can serve a greater plan. The universe is there, out there, waiting for us to say, yes, I'm ready to play. So the question is, are you ready to play? All right. And it's a very exciting thing. I don't engage with what's going on out there. I know it's there, but honestly, I have better things to do. I want to be happy. I want to be in love with who I am, with the people around me, and with what I'm giving you. It's all about love. My life is simple, and there's no panic about I'm going to lose all of this money. I don't have the money. I don't have enough panic of losing houses and jobs and stuff. I don't have all of that. I live simply and joyfully and purely. And I want to invite you this type of existence, because that's where we're heading. And that is the truth, right? This is something that we have to stop lying to ourselves that the world is going to be what used to be. It's gone. What was yesterday, what was last year, guys, it's done, okay? We're shifting, and it's for the better. It's for a world more of connections, more of peace, of love, and realness, right? So you're going to be alive, that's all. We were not alive. Like, that's the truth too. Let's face, right? Stop lying to ourselves. We were not alive, most of us. If you are, always seeking to have more in your life, more material, chances are you can answer yes to this question. Were you really fully into it and going like full on from morning till night, and your head in your cell phone and your computer and meetings and stuff all day long? If maybe you were even starting at like 4 o'clock in the morning until like 10 o'clock at night. But you also know that either your relationship sucks, you don't have intimacy with your partner at home, it's not harmonious at all. And I'm not making it up, guys. All right? And you can recognize yourself if that's you, and that's okay. It's okay to love yourself, to forgive yourself, but the silly thing would be to continue doing what was not working. All right. So the invitation here is to simply be present and reconnect to love, right? Reconnect to who you are. So I gave the 1, 2, 3 formula last week to reinvent yourself. 3 things. Write your stop doing list. That's number 1. The number 2 is get ready and okay to disrupt and to even shock people around you, even shock yourself. And then the third thing is to serve joyfully and fully. And I'm going to focus on the first one because a lot of you have texted me, connected with me, and they just didn't know what it meant. So the stop doing list, I want to help you with 3 things. And number 1, the people. Focus on the people in your life. Your stop doing list would be stop hanging out with people who are not encouraging you, supporting you, uplifting you, and loving you. Simply respecting you, right? Stop seeing those people. Stop wasting time on messaging and just move on. And there's a great quote from Morgan Freeman. He says, "Don't let getting lonely make you reconnect with toxic people. You should not drink poison because you're thirsty." And this says it all, right? Like, do not try to go back to the people that were not there in the first place or not encouraging you, because they are going to drag you down. And you don't want that poison. So love them. It's not about judgment. Just love them, feel them, send them love, wish them well, but stop seeing them, all right? Okay, so second one, the food and beverages, what we put in our body. Guys, if you want to reinvent yourself, you cannot continue to eat and drink the same things if it was not serving you and pushing you up. To get in the light and to get in that zone of who you are, you gotta be healthy, you gotta be clean. So anything that is dragging, and I'm going to give some information that you already know, but put it in your stop doing list, right? Stop the sugar, stop eating heavy stuff, like you try to be as light as possible, and stop drinking heavy stuff. Look, coffee is not the super enhancer of enlightenment, guys, right? It's dark, like the darkness, right? It drags us. Sugar, so any pop, anything, it's full of sugar. It's something you already know. Now it's time to put our knowledge into practice. The alcohol as well. So pay attention to what you put in your body. Okay, and of course move it as much as you can. So food and beverages, it's really the intake, what you greet into your body, so that you can stay elevated and clear. Clarity is a big thing for the next step that is coming, your habits. So that's point number 3. What's your habits? Guys, if you're never asking what is your next step, you will never get the answer. And you don't have to ask your neighbor or your partner or your family. Actually, don't ask your family. It's best, because they will never encourage you to go where you need to go, because they love you where you are, right? They are not going to encourage you to be the person you're supposed to be, especially if they don't have the courage to do that for themselves. They will want for you to stay in that box, because they are in the box, all right? So again, it's always about blessing people around us. It's not about criticizing them, judging them. They are where they are at, but that's not your life. You're here to reinvent your life. So you gotta do something for that. So what's your habits? If you have all of your weekends, do not spend your weekend drinking, partying, and then half of the day you sleep, and then you never have time to do things that are in alignment, asking God, the universe, Allah, Buddha, however you call it. But you don't have time to ask the greater plan, how can I serve? And that is going to be one of the keys. We're going to talk about this in the next couple of sessions, but that's one of the keys. We're here to serve a greater plan. So watch your habits. When we pray, we ask for something, but a lot of people keep praying and praying and praying, but they never take the time to shut up and listen. That was one of our practices in the past few months. Shut up and listen. You ask for something and you gotta wait, and you gotta consider to just really have silence and hear what the big boss has to say. It's a rendezvous. It should be your first meeting in the morning. So if you want to change your habits, stop doing lists, stop starting being on your cell phone, stop sleeping with all of this buzz. Even if it's not on your cell phone, any electronic device should not be in the room, okay? So buy yourself the old nice mechanic alarm clock and You put your cell phones and everything else, shut them off and put them outside of your bedroom. Change your habits, because it's insanity, as Mr. Einstein was saying. You know, you keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and yet you're expecting new results. Well, that's insanity. All right, so you gotta pay attention to those habits. My invitation is start the day with your prayer. Ask for something and then take a moment to listen. You can also ask before you go to bed. You can have your prayer before you go to bed. You ask what support, what kind of people you want to meet the next day. What is it you need to reach your next step? Being in health, being in relationship. Maybe you're stuck in your relationship. It's going nasty and nastier. You don't know what to do. Reach out to those who have keys, those who are in love and know how to handle that. We all have our mistakes, right? We're no angels. So you gotta reach out to those who have keys and they're experts in that field. Health, relationships, finances, business, whatever. All right? This is part of you loving yourself. That is part of your commitment, right? So reinvent yourself with that. And pay attention to the lethargic, you know, like a hypnotic type of mode that you can fall into, because it's easy. It's easy. Everything is set up so that we drag our butts and we stay in front of the TV for hours, and computers and online webinars. This is frying our cells, guys. This is frying our mind. So don't let that happen to you, and do have those breaks to go in nature, have your breaks to eat well and stay well and surrender yourself with great people. So those 3 things today: pay attention to the people you hang out with, pay attention to the food and beverages you put inside of your body, and the third one, your habits. Change your habits if you don't have the results that you have right now. Okay, but guys, this is important information, and I'm trying to condense as much as I can so that you have tools. If you've missed, it's the first time you see these support sessions, everything is on the YouTube channel, Lover Dose of Good News. Do reach out if you need something. We have a whole team at World INLIGHT Partners that are coaches. They are experts in their field and they're living their messages. They're not teachers. Right? So if you need some help, finances, your health, your love life, your business, you want to start something, you're panicked, you don't know how to align, what is your life mission, whatever, just reach out. We're going to assign you the perfect coach. All right. And most important, have fun with the practice. So I see you next week. And check out the YouTube channel, Lover Dose of Good News. If you've missed any of the recordings, it's all there. It's free. It's there for you, to serve you. So have fun. Ciao, ciao.